Okay, this is People of the State of Michigan versus Beatrice Eccles, docket number 14-784FH. Ms. Eccles, you're here today because a bench warrant was issued when, based on the allegation that you were in violation of probation. The allegation goes back to April 4th of 2018. It's alleged that you walked out of and failed to complete TRICAP. Do you understand the allegation against you?
Yes, ma'am.
And if it's proven true, it could subject you to a maximum penalty of up to 2 years in prison based on your original conviction. You have the right to be represented by an attorney. You are represented by Mr. Austin, who is present. You also have the right to have a contested hearing on this, where you could appear by yourself or through your attorney. You could hear the evidence presented against you. You could cross-examine witnesses, and you could present your own evidence. And Mr. Austin, how are we proceeding on this one?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that she will be admitting to the violation.
Is that right, Ms. Eccles?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Eccles, as I said, you have the right to a contested hearing. If you plead guilty, you won't have a contested hearing, and you'll give up the rights that go along with it. That includes the right to have the allegation proven by a preponderance of the evidence, the right to have the witnesses against you appear at a hearing and to be able to cross-examine them, the right to have this court order any witnesses that you might have to appear at the hearing, and also the right to testify yourself at the hearing if you wanted to. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone made any promises to get you to plead guilty to probation violation?
No.
Anyone used any threats or other kinds of pressure?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you did violate probation?
Yes.
And what did you do to violate probation?
I left TRICAP.
Okay. The court finds the plea is understandingly, voluntarily, and knowingly made. It is supported by the testimony. The plea of guilty is accepted, and Ms. Eccles is found guilty of probation violation. Agent DeRose, is there a recommendation?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Eccles was sentenced back in 2015, and then she did leave TRICAP back in 2018, so this is definitely an older case. Ms. Eccles was the one that had reached out to the court to go before you to get this taken care of. And throughout her time that she wasn't being supervised probation, she has been attending treatment. She has not picked up anything new criminally. And she's been under the supervision of a doctor, a nurse, and a counselor, and they have had no concerns with her. She seems to be on the right track and acknowledge that she should not have left TRICAP. At this time, Your Honor, I would recommend that she be discharged successfully from probation.
Okay, and Mr. Austin?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I would echo the sentiments of Agent DeRose. Ms. Eccles did walk away from treatment, but she realizes it's wrong. However, effectively on her own, the last couple of years, she has been accomplishing what would be the essential goals of being on probation. She has been sober for the last 2 years. She has not had any police contact, not had any new charges in the last 2 years, has been in and is continuing to participate in counseling, making a bunch of positive steps towards stability in her life and progressing and moving forward. And I have no reason to believe that that's going to do anything other than continue. And I would ask the court, I do find the recommendation, taking all that into consideration, to be appropriate, and I would ask the court to adopt that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Eccles, is there anything you wanted to say?
That I have totally changed my life. I'm in church every Sunday. I missed one Sunday in 2 years. And I really want to move forward with my life, so I had to get this behind me.
Okay. Yes, I had gotten your letter back a while ago, and I read about all the great progress that you had made. I wish that your probation had ended on a higher note than a 2-year bench warrant status. But the bright side is that you made so many positive changes, and it seems like you really are on the right track. So although you end with a probation violation, we will call it a successful discharge as has been recommended. And I wish you the best for the rest of your life, Ms. Eccles.
Thank you, and hopefully I will never see you again unless it's at the grocery store.
Unless it's in the grocery store. That's what I always, it's not that I never want to see you again, it's that unless it's in the grocery store. You have the right to file an application for leave to appeal your conviction and your sentence in this matter. You're entitled to an attorney at public expense to assist you in doing that. If you're making a request for one, you have to make it within 42 days of today's date. We will mail you the form that tells more about that. But that will conclude your hearing and your probationary term, Ms. Eccles. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You can tell them at the jail that you're all set.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.